Hey there, welcome to this exciting webinar again. I want you to picture this. You are on your fifth diet of the year, nibbling on kale chips while busy dreaming about donuts. Been there, done that, right? You're not alone. Let us talk about why most people struggle with permanent weight loss. And trust me, it is not just because donuts are irresistible, although they kind of. It is because most people don't have the right strategy in place. So what I'm going to do with you today is, I'm going to take you through how to achieve permanent weight loss using the 7-step guide that we use here at Dream Body Fitness. We have a 95% success rate, and it purely boils down to these 7 steps. Now, step number 1 is what we call here, we call this orientation. Orientation, step number 1. Now, the point of this is you answering a very strong question. The question here is, why am I here? Why is more important than how? Most people are very much focused on how to lose weight, which diet to use, which exercise plan, what kind of exercises, what must I do? But majority of people never take enough time to focus on why is it important to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? Because if you do not answer the why, there's a couple of problems that you're creating for yourself here. And number 1 here is what we call disorientation. You become very disorganized, very disoriented in terms of what needs to be done. Why will determine the kind of how that you're going to take. Why you want to lose weight gives you structure. The second thing that why, if you do not take care of why here, is uncertainty. Today you start a weight loss program. Somebody tells you that running is good for you. Tomorrow somebody else tells you that you have to do weights. The other day you read an article that tells you about spinning. The other one tells you about boxing. You just don't know what to do. So they give you too many options, and the minute there's uncertainty, chances are you're not going to stick to one thing for long. Number 3 here, why is very important is it takes away fear. Most people will always fear losing weight, and fear is simply a byproduct of not having enough knowledge. And very few people will tell you that they can be guaranteed of the outcome they want. If I bring you in my six weeks, lose 6 kilos in 6 weeks program, I can guarantee you the 6 kilos after 6 weeks, because I have a reputable program, a reputable system, something that we've been doing over years with so many thousands of people, and we'll always get a definite outcome. So that happens. That's why you need to bring in orientation. So if you found out why, you resolve number 1, purpose. Why do you want to lose weight? And to lose weight, you have 3 reasons. 1, is it for vitality? 2, is it for vanity? 3, is it for virility? All these reasons will always determine what kind of outcome that you want. Vitality is always because of health. I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of feeling too much weight just moving around. Vanity is external. I want to fit in my skinny jeans. I want to fit in my 2-piece. I've got a girls' reunion in 12 weeks' time, and I want to go and show them that I still got it. Virility is purely about longevity. I'm losing my testosterone. I'm losing my manhood. I'm starting to have man boobs. All those things are very big factors. So in most cases, you'll find why that is linked to vitality and virility will always give you the kind of outcome that you want. Why that is linked to vanity will always give people a lot of problems, because when you motivated externally, you can only be motivated for a certain period of time. Then over time, of course, you do not follow through. Number 2 here. So number 1 is orientation. Number 2 here is trust building. Trust building. This is the second step. This is step number 1. Step number 2, trust building. The question you're asking here is, who are you in this process? When was the last time you asked yourself that question? Who are you in this process? Because the minute you resolve that question, the minute you find out who you are in this process, the first thing that it does is it creates a mutual regard between you and the plan, between you and the trainer, between you and the eating plan, between you and whatever that is, because you know what your place is and you exactly know whatever it is that we're going to do, what kind of outcome that you want. The second thing answering this question that it brings in is it brings in what I call forthrightness. You know, there is already trust. You trust me to do my job. I trust you to do your part. And if I do my job and you do your part, automatically we're going to get the outcome that we're going to bring in. And the number 3 thing that it brings up here is reliability. When there is trust, there's going to be reliable. I can rely on you to do what I ask you to do, and you can rely on me giving you the right advice. That's a big thing, and that's why you find most people, when they go and they get trainers online or they go to their friends' trainers that don't factor in all these things, you can get one person gets a good outcome from a trainer or for a training program or from a gym, but the other people don't get, because one person went through this, but because it's not used as a system in that particular facility, that particular trainer, that particular training program, then only one person that more or less stumbles into this kind of system will always get the outcome that they want. Because without trust, automatically there's a lot of mistrust. You don't trust anything that I say. Number 3 that we bring here is, we bring in goal setting. Goal setting. And the question we're answering here is, what are we doing? What specific physical things are we going to do to go straight forward? A lot of people set goals in every other area of their lives. They set goals for their holidays. Most people are busy setting goals for their holidays. They're busy setting financial goals. They're busy setting goals for their relationships. But very few people set goals when it comes to their wellness. And very, very, very few people go into a gym and set goals before even they can start working out. And that's why this is very important. Remember, what are we going to do here? What are we doing? This gives you the pathway. The question here is, what are we doing? You need to have, if you're going to do this 6 weeks, you need to have 6 weeks on paper already. How to eat, how to exercise, how to sleep, how to deal with stress before you can embark on it. Because if you don't, there are a couple of things will happen here. You become very skeptic about the program. You start bringing in irrelevant competition. You start saying, you know, that lady started here. She started before me, but see how much weight she's lost. My friend is training, doing this program. She is on this eating plan. She's training with this guy from another gym, and there's so much ahead. Because you're not sticking to your own path. There's no two bodies that are the same. But we can look the same, we can lose the same amount of weight, but we're not traveling on the same journey. That's why each individual journey, everybody has to go through this. Because the minute you decide and you set your goals, there's a couple of things that happen here. It becomes clear what you need to do from Monday to Saturday. If I'm doing weights on Monday, I'm doing cardio on Tuesday. If I'm doing boxing on Wednesday, I'm doing functional training on Thursday. I'm doing Pilates on whatever it is, whatever system that you use, but it has to be very, very clear. So goal setting is very, very important. Number 4 here, after you've done this, it brings us to commitment. It's very, I think, nonsensical to ask somebody to commit to something that they don't know at all. The question we're answering on stage 4 here is, how will we do it? How will you? Now you see, how will we do it? Now you see, most people start with how at step 1, but how is only coming to step 4 because we've answered already a lot of things. There's only one kind of commitment here at Dream Body Fitness, and for me, that is what we call total commitment. And you cannot be committed until you know what you're in for. Commitment simply means that you have to do what you decided you're going to do up front whether the time you said it is now or never, whether you feel like or not. Commitment simply means that you have to finish even before you start. And to do that, that's why all these steps become very important. The minute you commit, it resolves a lot of issues. Number one, it appropriates, it assigns roles. As a trainer, I need you to know what my role is. Because it doesn't make sense for you to blame me for you not eating salad at the time you're supposed to eat salad, for you not enjoying your nutrition holidays, for you missing your workouts, because now that becomes misassigned roles. Okay? The second thing that it will take care of is allocation of resources. What needs to be done so that we can achieve what we decided we're going to achieve before? And it gives us the power to make informed choices, informed decisions, because we're not guessing. Now, this is purely based that there's no two people that I'll deal with that will go through the same process, even though it's the same process, but psychologically, physiologically, mentally, we're in very different stages of our lives. And those has to be factored in here. If a woman comes to me that she's undergoing divorce here, this journey is totally different from a woman that is trying to get married. And that's why it's very important for us to be able to go through this. Because if that's not taken into consideration, what will happen automatically here is, it creates dependency. I can't lose weight for you. Dream Body Fitness can't lose weight for you. Tasking can't hold you accountable, hold your hand the whole time. So the minute we do this, it breaks dependency. Dependency is a weakness in anything else, be it in relationships, be it in business, be it in any. Self-reliance is a superpower. We need to be able to empower you so that if you find yourself in a situation where things have reversed and you put the weight on again, you know how to take care of it. The second thing it will take away here is resistance. Most people will always resist what the trainer says or what the trainer asks them to do because they're not committed to it, because they did not go through the whole process. This brings us to stage number 5, and this is what I call the implementation stage. Implementation stage. What is the question we're answering here? Who does what, when, and where? Who does what, when, and where? Everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know what their specific roles is. What gets resolved when we get to number 5? This is a clear process. Remember, weight loss is a system. Weight loss is a process. For us to get to the end game, for us to achieve the kind of purpose that we want, we have to master the process. Number 2 here, it brings in alignment. We don't want to overdo a lot. We want to do the right things at the right time. And of course, it brings in what I call disciplined execution. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your program is. It doesn't matter how good your eating plan is. It doesn't really matter how great you say your gym is. At the end of the day, you as a trainer, or you as a professional, or you as somebody that wants to lose weight, you're going to be judged by your results. If you know the marketplace only rewards results, if you're not getting the promised results, you'll close your gym, you'll close your business, you're going to give up as a customer because you consistently keep on doing the same thing. So this will always, by answering this question, it will always resolve conflict or confusion between yourself and myself, between you and the program, between you and yourself. It will always take away the non-alignment, and it will always enforce deadlines because things have to be done in a specific way at a specific time. This brings us to step number 6, and this is what I call the high performance stage. High performance stage. This is what I call the wow state. It's like at that point, all you're saying is, wow, this has been a real journey. I didn't really know that I can do this. I can't believe I look at this. Mululu X, you cannot believe that I fit in a dress that I couldn't fit in since I had my first baby. I haven't had it, but I just kept it in there. When I went out with my friends, they can't believe how good I look. For the first time, they come and say, I'm the thinnest in my friends. I look the youngest and I'm the oldest. You can't believe, wow, how my husband is looking at me now. This is the wow state that a lot is happening now. Because remember, we're following a system here, we're following a process. What gets resolved by the time we get here? Spontaneity. Things are just happening, but they're not happening from nowhere because we're building up one process on top of the other. There's a lot of synergy in this process. This now we're getting results beyond what you believed that you can do. I enjoy it when a woman comes and says, you know what, for the first time now, I can do my push-up. I can do my push-up without feeling like my arms are going to break, without feeling like my shoulders are going to come off. That automatically, it resolves a lot of things. The things that it resolves here is it takes away the overload. You're not overloading the customer with too much information, with too much exercise, with too much momentum. Remember here, if you followed this process, you'll see we're bringing in the physiology, the psychology, the emotional, and the physical aspect of this individual. And then now, it brings us to number 7 here. This is the phase I call the renewal phase. Renewal phase. Now, renewal phase is where I always ask, why continue? The question here is, why continue? Why are they asking why continue here? Because I've lost 6 kilos in 6 weeks. I've lost 12 kilos in 12 weeks. I look so good now. Why must I keep on doing this? Now, this is very, very important because this person I'm dealing with here is not the same person that came to me here. So if I keep on doing this with this person, I'm not going to get a buy-in because the why now is completely different. This person came here because of a lot of reasons. She came here in the very beginning because she didn't like the way she looked in the mirror. She didn't like the way her clothes fitted on her. She didn't like the way she felt going upstairs. She didn't like to look at herself naked in the mirror. She didn't like to make love to her husband when the lights are on because of what, all those different things. But this is a very confident person now. Somebody that fits in her, the clothes fit very well on her. This is somebody that has a hot body. She's not afraid to walk around now. The motivation is very different. So I have to change and we have to create new goals. What this resolves here is, first, is recognition. One of the things that we do as a Dream Body Fitness program, or any of the programs that we do online here, is to make sure that we have to recognize you here. And the easiest way to do this is, 1, when we do our biometric assessment. 2, you have to get a certificate of completion and a certificate of recognition. Everybody loves that. The second thing here is there has to be a celebration. This is the end of a milestone. The end of a milestone is the new beginning of a new journey. We have to start a totally new journey here. We always have to celebrate at the end of every event. Number 3 here is, this person now is no longer, this person now is a master now. It's no longer a student. By this point, they understand their body better. They understand the exercise physiology better. Now, I need to talk to them in a different tone, in a different language, and in a different manner. My relationship with this customer is no longer like this one. I have to talk to this customer. We're exchanging ideas. We asking questions, and then we're forging a journey going forward where now we have to set new goals, new challenges, and a new mental, psychological, physiological changes. And then we have to build staying power. It's much easier to start a new exercise plan if you're unfit than people that were fit before that gave up to start all over again. And that's why continuity becomes very important. Because if I continue the same strategy here, 2 things will happen here. 1, she's going to suffer from burnout. 2, she's going to get bored. We can't afford to do that. And this is what makes the Dream Body Fitness one of the most successful, if not the best successful weight loss and lifestyle management program in the world, because this is a system. What Dream Body Fitness is, it is an operating system. This is an operating system to your wellness. Everything is factored in. If you around here in Sunning Hill, if you're within 5-10 kilometer radius, of course you click on the link below and straight away you can come in for a free biometric assessment and we take you through the process at Dream Body Fitness. And if you're not, you can still join our online program irrespective. The world, because of technology, the world is a very small place now. We can still assist you online. Wherever you go to gym, whether you train in your commercial big gyms, box gyms, whether you train in a small studio, unfortunately, we're the only proprietors of this kind of system in the world. And we are more than willing to help you doing that. If you have any more questions, don't forget to write it in the comment section below, or you can respond directly to my email. But remember, right now, if this makes sense, click on the link below, download our program. You can download whatever is down on this video, on this webinar, and of course, we will start working with you going forward. All the best. Hasta la vista. God bless. And remember, you are in fitness and health. This is your coach, X.